Oh, welcome. Once again, we took a week, 2 weeks off, or whatever it was. I can't remember, but we were off for some period of time. But we're back. We got Jeff hanging out with us. This beautiful face you'll see in a second. There he is.
Too big.
And then with no camera, unfortunately, we haven't changed the camera. We have everybody Bobbert here hanging out with us.
Well, it's not like we changed the cameras. They never gave it to us.
Yeah, they never gave it back
They
to us.
changed everything.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm off screen, but how are you doing?
Well, here, I could do this at least. A little audio.
Yeah.
There we go. A little drone bot here. There he is.
There's Bobbert.
There's our good. You know what? I'm just going to do this. I'll let Bobbert have the camera. We'll just switch back and forth, and I'll just stay over here.
He's off camera.
Now I can take off my pants again. Okay. Oh, thank God. Oh,
Off camera, Edgar.
freedom.
You just hear a, ooh, nice.
Actually, it's more like
Like, God damn, Jeff.
talented.
But before we get anything going here, I want to send a well wishing out to Jimmy. His wife is currently in the hospital. I can't go into obviously the reason as to why. So
Finally having the vasectomy and saving us all the trouble.
we wish her the absolute best.
Her, yeah.
Yes, her. Yes.
Yeah,
We wish the absolute best, and then hopefully Jimmy will be back in here with us next week. But it's a pretty awesome show today. We got some stuff to talk about. I have some audio to play in a little bit. We're going to compare vocalists in their later years. We have the comparison of Bon Jovi from his current tour,
okay.
and then we're going to compare him to Vince Neil on their last tour and see who sounds worse.
Oh,
because
wow. That's going to be a tough one.
They're
Yes.
both equally bad,
Oh, that sounds.
but we're going to see who sounds
nice.
worse. And then around 7:45-ish, Noyster Nixon calling in
Okay.
and told us for a little bit.
Whoever that is. Sure.
He's a meteorologist from Jersey, the Jersey area here. So he's going to talk. He has a website that has up. He has a 24-hour weather channel. It's going to be available on Roku and stuff like that. And so he's
all about New Jersey weather.
Yeah, all New Jersey local stuff and local events. And so it's cool to talk to him for a little bit, and especially for someone who like me is a weather nut.
so
You
his
make
website-
it, can he turn off the sun?
We can ask him.
All right.
Is the studio? He just opens the shades. Like, yeah, it looks a little sunny out there. Maybe some rain coming. I think I see some clouds.
One of my favorite
That's cool.
pictures with weather-wise is the weather stone outside of a building. It's a sign. If the stone is dry, it's sunny. If the stone is wet, it's raining. If the stone is rocking, it's windy outside. If the stone is white, it's snowing. And it's like this whole list of things for this weather stone.
If the stone is levitating off the ground, that means the Earth has lost
Yeah.
traction and we're about to be killed.
Oh, or tornado.
Yeah, that too.
It could
That
be
means
tornado.
if the rock is gone, there's probably a tornado.
If the rock is missing, run.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine sent me this
Restraining
while
order.
I was waiting, while we were waiting to go live, and it's interesting. So Rammstein, a relatively well-known German band, they're currently on their European tour,
Mhm.
and they were playing in England. It's the only stop on the UK tour in England, and they're coming to.
Yeah, I hear they had to cancel Russia.
No, they didn't. No, they still fucking played Russia.
Don't let them in.
And then they're coming to the U.S. I think the 21st of August they're going to be hitting the U.S. The show's been canceled 3 different times because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
I bought tickets back in 2018,
I remember this. Yes.
and then the show was canceled 2019. The show was canceled in 2020.
Oh,
2021 it was canceled. So now it's finally fucking happening.
hey.
So, but they're at their show in England, in Coventry, England. They could hear the noises from the pyro and the band 11 miles away from the stadium they were playing in.
That's awesome.
And I was saying it since the show was announced. They're playing at the Link. It's an all open air stadium shows they're playing. And I was saying it's the very
Where's
big
that at?
over in Philly.
Okay.
It's where the Eagles play. And I was saying once
They play. Yeah.
it's,
Okay.
it's where they lose.
That's where they
So,
kind of do
yeah.
something on the field. They flop around like
It's the sport with the oblong egg ball, right?
Yes.
The super
Sometimes inflated properly, sometimes not. So
They play for the superb owl.
it's a superb owl.
Yeah, if you get it, you're cool. If not, psh.
But I was saying,
Then again, if you're cool, you shouldn't be watching the show.
I was saying once it was announced that people that don't know a show's happening,
Mhm.
Especially during because it'll be in the daytime hours and the show starts, so it'd be hard to see all the lights and shit that happening inside the lake. But they use a lot of pyro, a lot of fire. You're driving down fucking 95, going to the airport or going somewhere, and I see a fucking fireball shoot out from the top of the lake and not know something's happening there. People
You
are gonna,
can tailgate in Camden.
huh?
You could tailgate
Yeah.
in Camden and see the show.
I love the idea of people who don't know the show's happening. He's driving this little family trip down 95, going to the airport or going to Chickies and Pete's, and seeing a fucking fireball shoot up in the lake.
It's
What
like-
the fuck was that?
It's like I can't tell if it's the Rammstein concert or the Chinese invasion.
Yeah.
It could be either or, because Philly's a port city
I
and a
know.
valuable tactical
Well,
target. So it's just like, hey, Rammstein, it's darn it, that's a Chinese cruiser.
Well, right now they're okay with us because we're so busy with helping Ukraine and
Yeah,
hating Russia again.
I know. Damn Russia.
No, they're not cool with us because we took one of their top planes that the Russians were using.
They don't know that. Shut
This
up.
show is all politics today. Absolutely not.
Well, actually, should we talk about the elephant in the womb real quick, or do you want to kind of skirt that issue?
we're gonna
a
skirt
little
the
bit?
issue.
You want to skirt it?
Yeah.
You masculine. bitch. You wanna put a skirt. You hear this? They can wear whatever they want.
They
It's
can.
their bodies, their right.
Yes.
What, elephants?
Just not under that. Just not under that amendment.
yes.
Make a new one. Specify everything. That's how you solve it.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. All right, moving on.
Yes.
Oh, I was going to say I was only pro-choice because I like to watch.
Oh.
Hey,
Wow.
it's a good cause just for all the wrong reasons.
Yes, it's
I hate to ask watch what, so I'm not. But
It's an old Jim Norton. Or
Uh,
no. Is it a Jim Norton joke or a Bill Hader joke?
I can't remember which one it was.
I'll wait
I
for
love
I'll wait
I
for
love
the
Bauer
pay-
being on the show.
I'll wait for the pay-per-view.
But it's so I
Tonight on Jim Norton Afterbirth. That and now. Sorry.
Paul Haggis.
Paul Hard.
Oh, it's a,
Sorry, Haggis.
oh, it's a haggis afterwards. Yes.
Um,
You gonna eat that?
so I came across this earlier today, and it's I don't know how it came across. I think someone shared it on Facebook, something like that. But it's it's called National Today. It's got all these different holidays on it that I didn't know
Oh, God.
existed until today.
A lot of people don't know about holidays that exist.
I know, and because these are these ones are like National Pancake Day or whatever the hell they are. So today is apparently National Tapioca Day. It is also National.
Lynn, your phone's going off.
No, my phone's not going off.
Someone
It wasn't my phone.
was it mine?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I heard it too. It's-
Let me just double check. Yeah. No, my volume's down. It's definitely not. It has to be you, Bobbert.
I turned mine down too.
Lynn
It's a
says.
ghost phone.
Wait, Lynn said National Tapioca Day.
yeah. Okay, nothing that
Okay, no,
time.
all right.
National Alaska Day. National Towel Day. Apparently,
Wait,
towel.
towel?
No, towel. T-A-U. Towel. Apparently, towel is considered more accurate than pi, despite pi's popularity, like 3.14.
Oh,
Whole
you're
bunch
talking
of other
math.
numbers. Yes.
It's like tau. What the hell's tau? Then you said pi. I'm like, what does pastry have to do with this?
Today's John Elway's birthday, and John Elway, and apparently also Elon Musk's birthday.
Who cares?
I don't know. It's on the website. I figured I'd read it.
I like the national holiday part or national blank day. Birthdays.
Yeah. But birthdays kind
National
of.
Blank Day. Is that where you fill in whatever whatever you want? It's
Yeah.
like, I know what I want today to be.
We make a holiday every day.
Apparently, yesterday was Helen Keller Day. No one saw that coming. I'm sorry. That was low hanging fruit.
That's low hanging fruit.
It's fucking bobbers in the background.
Yeah, I really do feel bad about her, especially when the Nazis got her.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It was the wink
God damn it. Every time. Someone's got to reference Clerks 2 now. Part of her legacy now is attached to Kevin Smith and that goddamn rant.
I know.
In that fucking scene.
At least you guys are up on it.
I know.
I am
I
up
threw
on
that-
it.
I
I'm
threw that
angry that
out
I'm up
there.
on it.
I threw that out there because I'm like, let's see how good these guys are. Let's see if they're on the ball
Fucking-
today.
Bobbert is angry that he got that joke.
Not only that, it's getting hotter in here too. They fucking put the heat up on us.
I know they did.
Oh, that's right. That reminds me. Thank you.
Yeah. Now Jeff has his fancy personal air conditioner.
Damn it.
It's National Personal Air Conditioner. Suck my dick.
I didn't bring mine.
That's your fault.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
fuck
yes.
balls.
Oh, 3 speeds.
That's what she said. So the, it fucking thing threw me off. I can hear this buzzing in my fucking headphones. Oh, son of a bitch.
That's not a fan.
No.
Could be if you do it right.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
I'm a big fan.
OnlyFans. Where it's just- that's gonna be on our OnlyFans page.
Oh, of course. it
Just
is.
me surrounded by desk fans and
Just
oscillating
sitting there
fans,
like,
and you just there with that fucking personal air conditioner around your neck.
Then you lean in and just go, no. Then leave it.
So I don't want to spoil anything about, but I want to talk for a second about the Obi-Wan season finale. I don't want to give anything away about it. Nothing. I don't want to talk about any plot points. I want to talk about anything about it. All I want to talk about. I don't know if you. I don't know if you watched the Obi-Wan series or not.
Didn't.
Did
And you can go ahead and spoil it for me. So.
Well, it's not for you. It's for the one listener we have.
Yeah.
So the
Do we like this listener?
I believe so. Yes. I can't see who it is.
Should I turn off my?
I'll be right
stream
back.
then?
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Okay. I'm not sure if they're watching via Facebook or YouTube's or Twitch. I'm not sure where they're watching from, but I assume that you watched the finale.
Oh heck yeah!
All right, so there's that. I mean, not this won't spoil anything at all, but there's obviously numerous fights in the episodes between Vader and Kenobi.
Yes,
But it's that last one.
yes.
It's the last one when he tells. I'm trying to word this carefully. All right, all I'll say is the changing of the voices.
Yes, where like, let's just say Vader gets hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of technical
Oh
difficulties.
yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah, and the respirator kind of gets fucked
Yeah,
up, and
it's
you
just
and
stops, so
the
you
vocals
just
go
hear
between Anakin's voice and Vader's robotic
James Earl
voice.
Jones
Yeah,
and Hayden Christensen. They
yeah.
kinda
So the way that they seamlessly
integrated
it,
Yes.
especially with that one line of you didn't kill him, and then it goes into Vader's actual voice, Obi-Wan, and it's like it's eerie as shit.
I know.
But I think one of my favorite memes that came out from that was that Vader threw the high ground at Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And then the picture below that it was the therapist talking to Vader, and then what did he have? And then the next one was Vader going, the high ground.
Exactly.
It was, but yeah, that whole the whole series was great,
Mhm.
and I know there's rumblings for a while about there being a second season.
Yeah.
But
well,
if
it's
if there-
approved
if there
for a
isn't-
second season if they decide they want to.
Yes, if there isn't one, it closed where it needed to close. It
Yeah.
closed,
You could have a good closure.
yeah,
for
leading
this.
up to A New Hope,
yeah.
because that's
If
what
they-
it is. Like
yeah.
there's
If they do another one, it'll be separate from this and on its own and dealing probably with Obi-Wan, maybe his background personally.
yeah.
And you get to find out a little bit more about him.
Which
because-
would be good because I mean enough about him, but you don't know a whole lot. Because
exactly.
if you're in the first movie, spoiler alert, he dies in the fourth movie.
Dun, dun.
It came
Well,
out 40 years ago.
actually, he becomes more powerful.
That's very true.
Although seeing after this last episode, I'm like, okay, so because here's the point I'm going to make, and I'm going to throw this out there, and it's really going to tailspin people probably.
Okay,
So
let's see what happens.
nope. Whether or not you start, it has to do. Obviously, he feels defeated. He's like, oh, I'm not using the Force. I'm trying to hide. Blah blah blah. So he's like, like if you don't ride a bicycle, it's a little hard to get back up on it.
Yeah.
Right. But you still know how to do it.
Yes.
He's like that. He's not using it. So he's a little rusty. Then at the end, oh my God, like you're saying, he gets the high ground
Yeah.
back himself. But we're not talking about he moved
high
anywhere.
High ground
It
is
came to
thrown at him.
But yeah, just all that, and the fact that they show Vader and how powerful he's becoming. But so here you have Obi-Wan and you have Vader, hugely powerful, especially after not using it for 10 years, whatever. Now let's cut to The Last Jedi. And here's someone that hasn't used it for years, supposedly complains about it, and then suddenly dies from overuse. According to what Obi-Wan showed us, that doesn't happen. It's like riding a bicycle and you come, boom, here it is. It's back on me.
Yeah.
That basically proves that never should have happened. And that, Rian Johnson's an asshole. Okay.
To hell with you. Yeah, Ryan Johnson, that's it's a awful movie.
Just keep making your Knives Out and leave the good shit alone. Like, please don't make a Star Wars trilogy because you suck.
Yeah. Speaking of things that sucked and I'm happy you're over and done with,
We already talked about Roe versus Wade.
Internet Explorer
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
officially ended.
No.
I think last week.
Sure.
And
It's
apparently,
gone?
yeah. And apparently,
An era of subpar search engine is done for. Why?
an era of the
But the problem is no one can search for it because it sucked to begin with. And
the era of the subpar search engine that we use to search better search engines.
How else am I going to get
like
Google
Chrome
or Firefox now?
and Fire. No, you use Edge and
Duck,
then you get
duck,
rid
go.
of. Yeah. Well, you use that so they don't know what you're doing, and you get rid of Edge when you're done.
But yeah, but what's going to hurt me the most about this? Not really, actually.
Is all those
but
safe porn sites that you wanted
Well,
to keep
no,
and you
'cause
forgot to back them up.
It's never going to end. All the memes, all the Internet Explorer memes, because now they're going to be funnier. Now the Internet Explorer doesn't exist anymore. Like that meme of the logo on the airplane saying, "Hey guys, head to Area 51." Will never not be funny now because 10 years from now, when it's no longer, when it's been gone for a decade, when you see that meme, you're gonna be like, "That's even funnier now."
When there's no more internet, you see it on a printed piece of paper in your compound. Hey, I remember the internet too.
Remind me
before
about
the
that
Great
again?
Collapse.
The airplane with Area 51.
Yeah, there's a meme that came out. I think 2 years after remember that everyone was going to
Area
storm
51
Area 51.
meme?
Yeah,
Area
you're
51.
using the Natoro.
Naruto.
Yeah, so but someone made a meme like 2 years after they was already over and done with of Internet Explorer on an airplane and said, "Hey guys, head to Area 51, see you there."
Okay, now I got it. Now I got it.
And the one that came out I saw I think last week was Internet Explorer breaking news: Will Smith / Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, what?
But that's why I love that it will gain hilarity as the years
When
progress.
Did they take Netscape offline?
I can't remember.
Better yet, AOL.
But
no, AOL's still active. I thought
one of the new ones
it's
I
called
saw.
life support, and they just need to unplug.
One of the ones I saw recently was it was death, and it was it's time for us to go, and then no, it's first it's Internet Explorer, and then death walks up, and then it goes, "It's time for us to go, come on," and the next panel is I said come on, and then below that it's the Explorer, it's Internet Explorer not responding. It's
still loaded.
It still has the.
You know what? God bless Netscape. It lasted to 2003.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My God, it's been going for 18 years.
And noticed,
and
no one cares.
And no one noticed it until Barbara brought it up that it went away.
Because that's the first internet search engine I ever used was Netscape.
So here we go. So I said this because for some reason. It's been 27 years since Microsoft began stocking PCs across the globe with Internet Explorer. Alas, all mediocre things must come to an end, and the notorious web browser is no exception. The company announced Wednesday that their 90s relic would live on only in memories and viruses as their migration to the next generation of software, Microsoft Edge, is complete. Though few will mourn the loss of the iconic browser, many will wax nostalgic about its role in internet history, while others rejoice in its demise, as it is the case of South Korean software developer who erected a tombstone on a rooftop to commemorate the deceased technology.
Nice. So I just did my due diligence. I looked up AOL. They actually don't exist. They were smart. They merged.
With Internet Explorer.
No.
Time Warner, I thought.
No. The Verizon merged AOL with Yahoo.
Oh,
Into a new
right, yeah.
Wait. Into a new company called Oath Inc., which in January 2019 rebranded itself as Verizon Media.
Oh, wow.
So it found new life somewhere else.
Yeah.
Whereas Internet Explorer
And they were smart.
just died.
Yeah. Internet Explorer died a slow, agonizing death.
No one wanted it, and then they went with Microsoft Edge instead.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm trying to. I don't know a story here I want to bring up.
I'm still trying to think. Like, you have Internet Explorer gone, so you just have Chrome, Firefox, Chrome,
Firefox,
Chrome.
Chrome, Edge, and Firefox. Those are the three big ones, right?
Yeah.
Well, DuckDuckGo is getting popularity a little bit because it doesn't. It
It's
supposedly
privacy.
doesn't save,
Yeah.
any information.
I doubt it.
Now, whether or not it's true, I don't know.
It just sends it to different servers.
Yeah. You know what I miss? I miss Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves was a great website. Lycos was another one.
Wait a minute. Ask Jeeves. I gotta look this up.
Ask Jeeves. I don't think it's around anymore.
I'm looking it up.
At one point, it was called Ask.com at one point, but Ask Jeeves was
I'm still sad about Yahoo Answers
Okay.
dying.
Ask
Yeah.
Jeeves lasted until 2005, where it was rebranded as Ask.com.
Yeah.
So you could ask,
Is Ask still a thing?
but just yeah, it's still on here.
No, it's just a knockoff Google at that point. The whole point was Ask Jeeves. There was some butler with a tray and a suit.
I had a guy named Jeeves getting me everything I wanted
Yeah.
online.
I know,
What
right?
happened to that guy?
I miss Jeeves. Like, Jeeves, come here.
So I'm asking Ask.com, where's Jeeves? Where's Jeeves?
It just comes up, no results found. Such a basement door with a padlock on it.
It's the same result as the Tiananmen Square guy in China. There never was a Jeeves. There never was a Jeeves. My name is Samuel, and I'll be taking care of you today.
Jesus Christ.
That's not how you pronounce it. It's Jeeves.
Jeeves.
Jeeves. Heebie-jeebies.
Jeeves.
Or Geebies, because it's a,
So here we go. This is what I want to bring up.
it's Mexican because the J is a Jeebies.
So you know that Fox Sports signed Tom Brady
Why?
to be some kind of commentator role once he retires from football, because he's still playing football. Even though he
Once he
retired,
retires.
Right.
they still signed him to a deal, a $375 million 10-year deal for when he retires eventually. And the problem was, and I heard someone else say it too, is that that's a lot of money to somebody that you don't know will be good at the job.
Yeah.
Because, like, look, he knows football. I'm not saying he doesn't, but he might be the equivalent of a Helen Keller during an interview. Like, has nothing to give, and just
I was about to say, like
you have no clue what he's gonna offer.
Yeah. It's
Especially,
like,
but then again,
Charles Barkley just so happens to be one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
well, that's
and
debatable.
one of
the funniest people on the
and
planet.
one of the funniest commentators of all time.
Yes,
On that, yes, I will agree.
him and Shaq going back to back, I think is the best part of. Is it not sports?
I don't even like
is it
it.
Sports Center.
I think so.
Yeah, I can't remember which
I
one
don't
they
even
were
like
on.
NBA, but I just like hearing their opinions on things.
Yeah.
They're charismatic guys. Is Tom Brady like that in an interview post game?
Okay, first off, it's Tom Brady, so no.
Yeah, Tom
don't
Brady
know.
doesn't speak to interviewers. He goes to the back, puts on his fur coat,
He thinks he's God's gift to football.
grabs his model wife by the
And-
hand, and leaves to be a teleporter.
He
Like,
goes like, he
there's-
goes like this, ching, ching, ching on his fingers with all his rings.
And then leaves.
It's like, I have no more room. Guess where I'm putting it? Because it's that small.
So there was this this.
How about you try the guy out with a microphone first?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's this thing I saw. It was the wildest things that he can buy with this payday.
Oh.
One of them was that he could, because he currently owns a 40-foot yacht priced around $2 million. So he could afford at that point 187 40-foot yachts.
My name's Elmer Fudd. I own a mansion on a yacht.
He could buy every seat
Shh,
during
I'm
the Super
hunting
Bowl.
Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
Ah.
He could buy every seat in the Super Bowl at $6,000 per ticket. He could buy every seat. Can you imagine the
I
Super
dare
Bowl
him. I-
with just empty seats and his Tom Brady not even sitting at the field? He would just be a dick and sit in like the nosebleeds,
No,
the very last row.
No, you're thinking too small. He'd get cardboard copies of himself. And put it in
Yeah.
his
And
seats.
just
have him, like,
cardboard
Different
cutouts.
positions, like
That's outside the box, sir. That's how you got to do it. Or every other scene is just some random other person. Not even
and then on the
Not even-
teleprompter or whatever telescreen, you just see him sitting in his
it's
in
just,
his home, like watching the game.
like every other one is just some random person, like not a football player, just a random
See, I would
guy,
go,
girl, whatever.
I would
It could
go
be just some random
Andy-
person. Like it's like Brady, Tom, Brady. That's Chris, and just and all the same thing, different poses, like anything you could see, and then one that's painted like that war paint they wear. Not
yeah.
a picture of a guy in the war paint, but a cardboard cutout of a dude with no shirt on that they painted themselves with the war paint.
Or better yet, one with Tom Brady holding an axe like this, and then below him a picture of Eli Manning and his brother.
I gotta say, if he gets that type of money, what's to stop him from buying a team?
I know, right?
Who would want to play for him?
The Brady's.
They're
because
he would buy the
they're called
Patriots.
the
and
Tommies.
no,
he would
wouldn't
buy the
he-
Pats and
would-
rename them the Brady's.
even with
Just the New England Brady's.
$300 million in his pocket. I don't think you could buy a franchise like the Patriots.
No. How about the
Oh.
Washington football team?
That he could buy. You'd buy the Lions,
The Dolphins.
Dolphins.
They're not doing much right now. I know because I'm a Dolphins fan.
Actually, he's going to switch sports. He's going to go to basketball or baseball.
See, I would, if I was that and like I didn't care about football anymore, I would buy one of those teams and make it even worse, like buying regular people. Like why
it worse by playing for
do
them.
you have an 85-year-old as a center? Because it's funny every time. You see him get tackled every time.
Did you ever see that video? And it's clearly edited, but it's a special needs kid at a football game.
Right.
And I've seen the full video. They give him the ball and he runs down the whole field and ends in the end zone. And like he spikes the ball. It's a great thing. And someone took the video and edited it.
Oh no!
And
Oh no!
he's running down the field and all the players are running behind him. Yeah. And then one dude just fucking barrels him.
I know I shouldn't laugh at
And-
this, but
Oh, I don't.
And it's because I've seen the video itself and know that it was a good lighthearted moment. But it's to know someone edited it and this big fucking linebacker just fucking rails him.
I'm sorry. I gotta look this up now.
Oh god.
Shit. I've been,
Oh, I'm
I,
so sorry.
I was showing him sports bloopers the other day, and I saw the weirdest one ever, which was a bird being killed by a baseball.
Oh
pitch.
yeah. That was a
Japanese game.
well, no, there was one in the States too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was did you find it?
I want to hit play. I'm looking at just the picture. Oh shit!
So the
Oh god!
there was
Oh, God.
one. I can't remember the guy's name. It was Johnson. I can't remember Randy Johnson. I think it was a pitcher
Okay.
for the. I can't remember who he pitched for, but yeah, it was the same thing. It was the bird fucking disintegrated. like
Oh, the pitch. Yeah.
like he throws the fastball and it's just fucking feathers. There was no bird left. It was just gone.
The one I watched was in a Japanese professional baseball game, and I love how the professional decorum of the Japanese
I know.
play. They had no reaction. They all went, that was weird. Clean it up. Is that an out?
Yeah, I know, right? Is that a ball or a strike? Was that a foul technically? Did you find it?
I'm like anticipating this. I'm like,
Oh my god. Don't worry, man. I'll save you a front row seat. Don't worry. Bobber going, remember that kid? Oh my god.
oh god, I'm crying. Oh,
Kevin's exposed to the
oh,
camera.
Yes.
they got tackled by the.
Oh my god.
And
my
like,
God.
and
Oh my god.
they didn't edit it where it was a light,
It was a perfect. It was a smooth
Yeah.
transition. I saw the video.
like it wasn't done like it wasn't like
It looks like he was deleted.
yeah.
Like you ever kill somebody in Call of Duty so hard they get deleted, like
Yes.
disconnected from the game?
Uh-huh.
Like, oh wow, damn.
But the way
Sir Farts a lot. Damn it. Get him back.
but the yeah, like the way it was edited, like it wasn't edited like a lighthearted, like I'm gonna get you. It's just fucking freight train, man. Just fucking semi nailed him. Felt so bad. It was hilarious.
He just looked like he gets transported to the nether realm. He's being smited by Raiden.
Being smited by Raiden.
I just tried to watch the video again, trying to hold it in.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get to the end.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
just see the guy coming in front. I'm like, I can't.
He's like leaning in like he's about to tell him a secret.
I think
It's just,
I think
this little kid
I think that's the,
waving down. Oh my god!
that's the hardest I've seen Jeff laugh in the studio in a long time.
Oh my god! Dude, I'm gonna be laughing periodically throughout this. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, thanks for doing anything.
Oh my god!
Just fucking turn it all the way down. Yeah, you're welcome, Jeff.
Oh,
Hope you appreciated that.
oh god!
But on to different train wrecks. Oh, he's gotta leave the fucking studio. You're watching child abuse happen in front of him. He had to,
It was edited abuse. It
yes,
wasn't real.
It was edited. For those who have not seen the video, I'll post it on the Verge page. Actually, I'll do it right now. I have YouTube open right now. I'll fucking look it right up. I'll fucking do it right now. Oh my god, that was it's. Here he goes. Yeah, you fucking type in "kick his tackle my football player." Yeah. Make a wish, kids touchdown gets denied. That's the name of the fucking video.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! And the fucking dude dances over him too. Which is the best. Which is the best part. Oh my god! Yeah, this is the. Yeah, I'm gonna post up on the fucking page now. It's fucking so goddamn good. Yeah, for those who have not seen the video, this is what we're talking about. Just hop on the Voyage page, and come on, you bastard! They changed everything on this fucking thing, man. I'll do it when I get home. I'm not fucking with this thing right now. Excuse me. But yeah, goddamn, it's fucking funny. This poor kid. This fucking gets fucking demolished.
I was showing Jeff the other day. It's basically a montage of accidental ref interference throughout
Yeah.
different games, and this one poor NFL ref. Oh, he trips right in front of a fumbled ball.
Oh,
A fumbled ball too, and the man disappears under a mountain of meat that all converge on this ball because hey, fumble.
Yeah,
It's
I gotta
anybody's
get it.
ball.
fuck that ref, man.
Hey, he's on the bottom. There's no one underneath him.
Yeah.
So all of that weight's on top of him.
Fucking 3,000 pounds of just meat.
of meat and plastic and
My God.
leather.
One of my one of the
The other one I saw, which was, I'm like, I don't know if that counts as like a win or whatever, but it should, is when the one dude shot off the ref's face into the goal in hockey.
what?
I gotta find the video. Is that he knocked out 3 of the ref's teeth,
My God.
but it went into the.
It ended up fucking up. Wouldn't that go anyway?
Yeah, because he was
Just
coming around the
ricocheted.
net, and the guy just wound back. He had no aim whatsoever. Whacked the ref right into the teeth.
God.
And you see blood go everywhere, but everybody's just so stunned by it. The puck goes right into the net.
The fucking sirens going off. No reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
This one dude, like, yeah. Oh wait. Uh-oh.
No, he's still yeah. $35. I just won a casino bets.com.
BetMGM.com. I think there was days that during the pandemic we had nothing else to do. Everything was closed.
Yeah.
Nothing was going on. I was like, I need something to do, but I can't watch the same recycled YouTube videos I keep watching. So instead, I started watching videos of people getting hit by pitches, and it just well, not even that, just injuries in general during baseball, and the amount of pitchers that have taken like balls to the fucking face and get up like I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
Like, how are you good? You threw that ball at 95 miles per hour, came off the bat at 110, hit you square in the forehead. You're like, let me keep pitching. I'm good. Like, how the fuck you're superhuman? Like the one dude got beamed and he immediately dropped. I'm like, he's dead. Like he's got.
Who got beamed? Was it the batter or was it?
It was the pitcher. Like
it came right back at
came
him?
right back at him.
Oh.
It's cracked him in the face.
See, to me, that's the worst one because none of that's intentional.
Oh yeah, no.
None of it's
like
intentional.
sometimes being hit by a pitch can be intentional.
Oh yeah, that's strategy.
If it's the rival game and you want to take,
but shit like that, it's totally an accident. And I see it happen a lot.
I know,
like way more than it should. And it's just like how can we get the pitchers farther away? But that would fuck up the sport.
Well, it happened a couple days ago during a Phillies game.
Oh, did it?
It wasn't a pitcher game being with the ball. It was I can't remember who was pitching or who they were playing. This is the Marlins, I think. It was Bryce Harper got cracked in the hand and broke his thumb.
Oh.
And from what I've seen from Harper in the last couple of years and his previous instances playing on the Nationals, he is not the most like calm-tempered person on the planet.
Really?
So when I saw it happen originally, I was like, he's going to charge the fucking mound, and he didn't. And he's waving to the pitcher. He's like, it's fine. It wasn't your fault. We're good. It turns out they were best friends.
Oh, okay.
And the pitcher felt awful for hitting him. But I was like, if that dude they didn't know each other, he's like, fuck, my finger's already broken. What can I do more? And we fucking ran out and just beat the shit out of that dude. But yeah, you feel better now, Jeff? You had to get that out of your system.
Have you ever laughed so hard that you start crying and you had no choice and it's just
Oh yeah.
like, I should not have laughed that hard at this.
You needed that laugh.
Oh my God, yes.
It was one of those things where it's not as funny as it's way funnier than it should be
Exactly
in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
way too funny.
Someone needs to add a fucking freight train whistle to that video.
Or funeral bells.
Yeah, or
I just know what I'm showing my wife tonight. This video is so cute, honey. You're gonna love it.
It's gonna be fantastic. My God.
Normally, I would laugh for like 5 minutes straight. It's not even funny because it would just keep playing in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Over and over. Like I keep looking away when I see that guy enter frame.
Mhm.
I have to look away because I know what's coming. I'm like, I can't.
I know.
This is just good.
You have to give it to Meg and then walk out of the room, because if you don't, you're gonna give away the punchline to the video
I'm
before it
gonna be
even
looking
happens.
at the window. I'll be like,
See, that's one of the main reasons now I want to come over is just to see her reaction to that video.
we're gonna be in bed, so no.
Yeah. Show's done at 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. So yeah, we're gonna be.
Yeah.
He's gonna be asleep. So no PUBG then.
No.
Yeah, my unemployed ass will be. I'll be asleep too.
I wish I was unemployed again. No, I'm
Actually-
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Excuse me.
Did you notice we have some comments?
Oh no, I didn't.
We got Paul.
We got Paul. We got Ham.
Woo!
Um,
Speaking of slow agonized death, who's
who's
the
this
sad
guy?
guy in the hat? I don't know. I'm not wearing a hat, but thank you.
Hi, Ham. That'd be me. So,
Who's Ham?
that's a buddy of mine.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That's Paul Uds.
Well, we know Paul. Yeah.
Woo, woo. So
I didn't say turn that back. That's right. Look at the mic. Perfect. I love this.
he's blocked
So,
up.
as I was
He's
saying-
blocked up on the mic.
You look like Mr. Big. Wait. Ooh.
But yeah, so as Ham said, speaking of slow agonizing deaths, let's play this audio real quick.
Oh, well, okay. Which one are you playing first?
We're gonna play the Bon Jovi first.
Bon Jovi first.
This is from what the hell? Where the hell's the audio coming from?
I don't freaking know. Hold on a second.
I
Nobody
got
do
no
anything.
buttons in front of me.
Oh, it's never mind. It was my friggin' I don't know why this. What the hell is this video playing in the background?
Sure. So that works. But
Well,
we can't get a guest to call in. And
yeah, well, it works on our headphones. Whether it played through there, we'll find out. But yeah, so we're going to do the Bon Jovi one first. This is from Raleigh, North Carolina, and it's supposed to be Wanted Dead or Alive. So this is.
But is it funnier than the handicapped kid getting tackled?
No, this is just sad.
Hopefully we
So
can
it's-
make it, but I doubt it.
It's funny, ho ho, not funny, ha ha ha.
Yes. So here we go.
Product placement.
It's,
Just to get back home.
Oh,
On the steel side ride.
wait, hold on, Jeff. Wait, hold on.
no,
Hold on.
no, no.
Like this.
Okay, put the heroin down.
Now,
I thought he got clean.
now I watched another video from a show last week, and he had the whole crowd sing the whole intro to the song. It was he started it, and he's like, "Now you guys sing," and they sang the rest of the intro. I'm like, "Oh, you fucking wised up a bit," because like, that's how you know when a singer's getting to that point in their career where they can't do it anymore. They're like, "Oh, you guys sing it now," and they just keep playing the guitar, and the fucking crowd sings off key because no one's gonna yell at them. And then there's Vince Neil. Kickstart my heart.
Oh, Neil Satter. Like Bon Jovi is just like, hey, dude, I think it's time you gotta put it up.
He eventually is going to start singing soon, right?
Neil, it's just like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, hold on. Chorus is kicking in. Right, here we go. Like,
Background singers are on cue. What the?
I know. So there's a great video edit of that song, and it puts the words.
Does he get tackled by somebody?
No. I wish, but no, it puts the words that they think he's saying on the video. And
I think I'll watch the other.
Might I just say that?
and
Who's the guy that did the karate move with Van Halen? The microphone karate move.
that was David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth was doing a show live on Jimmy Kimmel and whacked himself in the
Yes,
face.
and broke his nose.
Broke his nose, but broke his nose so hard that it didn't stop bleeding.
Yeah.
You know what he did? He took his duet guy, who was Justin Timberlake, and said, You sing the whole thing. I gotta go.
Yeah.
He knew when to leave. That was David Lee Roth, way past his prime.
Yeah.
Well, when you kick yourself in the face and you're bleeding profusely,
No, it was a mic stand. When he spun
so
the mic stand
was bleeding.
yeah, and then
profusely.
he cracked himself in the face. But now,
What's he supposed to do? This like no,
I'm saying is that like know when to put the damn mic down.
know when to fold them,
exactly,
know when to run away.
know when to run.
Exactly.
But now that you're bringing it up,
But what you don't want to do, you don't want to count your cards
exactly, we're time enough for counting
when
when the
dealing's
dealing's done. But yeah, so since you brought him up, Robert,
What?
let's listen to David Lee Roth for a second.
Oh God. Let me guess. He didn't put down the microphone either.
No, he did not.
Oh shit! Should not have used that example.
And he's still spinning the mic around. He's still spinning the whole stand around.
Oh yeah, I bet he does that part easier than singing. That's easier to do.
Oh, we're gonna find out in a second.
Pulls the mic out of his pants.
I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, I'm watching it too.
Oh my God!
Oh my god.
Holy fuck! Hello, this is your 911 operator. We have recordings of a woman being brutally murdered in Asbury Park.
I'm like, is it to the point in their careers they're like, you know what? Fuck the audio on these tours. We made a shitload of money.
Well,
on
so-
I know Snoop Dogg hit that point like 10 years ago, and then people got really mad at him, and he actually gave a shit again.
this.
Well, see,
I mean-
so here's the thing. I saw.
So I wonder if like the old school rockers had that point like 25 years ago, and now they're at fuck it again.
Well, I want to know is like, are there earplugs or the thing they listen to themselves with to make sure they're on cue? Maybe they are like tweaked so much that they think they sound cool, but then they turn it off for the outside people. And
It might be some type of auditory dissociation.
probably.
Well, so
Man,
that
that sounds so good, doesn't that? Yeah.
well,
Like,
so that's what happened with Meatloaf.
exactly, that's what I think.
And because he never wore the in-ear monitors.
That explains a
So
lot.
so yeah, so his hearing got really fucked up by all those stage monitors, and
But
so
the weird thing is,
eventually-
he could still sing.
so that's what I was going to say. So I saw him on his final tour.
Which one? The final or the final?
The final, the one that it wasn't announced. It wasn't supposed to be a final tour.
He just happened to be going that way. It's like, oh, let's just.
Yeah, so,
That
yeah,
sounds
so,
good, Ozzy. Let's do that. What are we doing? I don't know. You just.
but yeah. So when I saw Meat on that tour is 2012, I think. I can't remember when it was off the top of my head.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, Meatloaf.
I'm thinking of.
You're
yeah,
thinking of
oh my-
Ozzy,
Either way,
who's also past the prime. I've seen.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of him recently.
He
when-
died years ago and no one told him.
Yeah, the heroin.
But he could still sing.
The heroin
too.
keeps him alive.
I know.
What's the thing? Yeah, he can sing. He
He's
can't.
like Keith Richards.
He can't talk. He can sing just
Listen to
fine.
that.
Yeah,
You
he's on
understand
stage. He's on stage. Let me in. Back in some fucking
I know this.
generals gathered and it just fucking kicks in.
It's like, wow, you could hear him. He's speaking full sentences and enunciating his words.
But when I saw, when I saw Meat on that last tour, 2012, a buddy of mine saw him 2 days before I did down in Atlantic City,
Mhm.
and I was like, "How was the show?" And he goes, "If you're a fan of Meatloaf, you'll love it.
Huh.
If you are the casual fan that knows a handful of songs, you're not gonna have a good time.
Ah.
Like the band sounded great. He didn't sound super awesome.
Well, he was
But
dying.
He
so,
had this is before he was dying. This was 10 years ago.
like I said,
and-
this is when he's dying.
And so his knees were fucked up. His back was having his issues.
Yep.
And the whole nine. Actually, and Ham, the gentleman who come to the post, he went to see the show with me.
Oh, okay.
And then
So sorry.
the whole show, you could tell that he was kind of holding back on a lot of stuff. Like he knew he couldn't hit the notes anymore. He knew he couldn't hit a lot of stuff. But when it got time for Bat Out of Hell, it was, I don't give a fuck how awful I sound. This is the song they came to hear.
Right.
And that's kind of how it was. Like you could tell it was that point of fuck it, I'm doing this. And but other than that, like, the show was great. As a fan, I enjoyed how he sounded because he changed his vocal stylings a bit from what he was. back in the 70s, even through the late 90s. But there was something that he changed. They down-tuned the instruments to match his pitch now.
Right.
But I agree with what my buddy said. If I went to the show and knew like 4 songs, I was like, I want to go see Meatloaf live, I would have walked out going, that was fucking awful. But because I'd seen him live a handful of times and seen videos of him live a bunch of times, I knew that his vocals were kind of degrading over the last over the years previous.
Right.
And that's how I compare it to Bon Jovi's vocals. He's hit Meatloaf territory, where he invents that trebello in his voice, and where I'm just going to do this. I say I can't hit that note anymore, so now I'm just going to make that noise and make it seem like I still can. But here's the problem: we're all from New Jersey. I've been saying it forever that for some reason, when we're born in this state, you have to like either Bon Jovi or Springsteen. Like, I think it's great. Well, no, people think you should.
Oh.
Because if you trash Springsteen or trash Bon Jovi or both, they're like, well, you're from New Jersey. I know. That's why I can trash them both. Bon Jovi sounds like that, and Bruce Springsteen, well, he still can sing and still sounds good.
But
when he sings, he looks like he has to take a shit. He's constipated. His face is like just totally strained.
He looks like this, and he's like on the streets of
and he talks. He's like, this song's about all the people in the warehouses that need to. They have the jobs taken away from them.
They want to unionize.
Every man's speech.
Yeah.
This is for the.
Every single song is dedicated to the everyman.
Titus had this bit about him where he was like,
"This is for the one Pakistani boy that heard me years ago and said, screw you, Dad, I'm doing my own thing because that's how you do it."
And was honor killed anyway.
And his name was Richie Sambora. But
I sing the same way and I haven't changed since.
So, but Titus had this bit about being
I don't
like
hit high notes because it hurts me. My eyes go big. Here I go. Oh. Did you see that?
Yes.
I hurt my eyes.
But so Titus had this bit about being Springsteen's kid and how annoying it has to be, like outside as he's grilling the food. I remember
I can see that as an SNL skit. I swear to God.
I remember when they had the American chicken spatulas, but now the American Chicken Spatula Company shut down, and all we have now is these Chinese chicken spatulas. He's like, give me some plates. I need some plates. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 plates.
Everything's a Vietnam flashback. It goes on, and by the time he's done talking, his son's just walking away from him. He's already walking.
No, he's not walking away. He's the lady from Airplane. And she's talking, and he goes back, and she's fucking hanging for the plane, or the Vietnam guy, where he just fucking pulls his sword out, he's fucking
my favorite
is himself.
My favorite is the one dude that takes the gasoline and does this, and he's about to light, and they're like, "Huh? Oh, okay." But then he gets up, leaves, and oh shit.
So real quick, let me tell you, because he isn't here right now. So Chaz, the guy who sits in the office over here, he called and yelled at me the other day.
I would too.
He called and yelled at me because of how I left the studio.
How do we leave the studio?
And I was like, I clean up all my trash. I don't leave anything on. Well, because that screen was still pulled up this way. This one was moved around. That one was moved around. The whole 9. So I come in today. This one's off. This one's off. That one's off. All the fucking towers are off. And I'm like, what the fuck? I come in here. It's all off. I got to turn it all back on again. But you yelled at me for having one screen maneuvered closer for my old ass eyes to see it. You motherfucker. He's like, let's studio in disarray. I was like, no, I didn't. No, I absolutely didn't.
Here's some advice. Take a picture of it when you leave.
That's what I'm going to do. I mean, it wasn't me. That weird Shaggy song.
Say it wasn't you.
Yeah. But yes, that was there's so many singers now where you're like, you gotta stop. And it gets to that point, quicker than others. Like, I mean, look at what's his name, the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger.
Yeah,
Mick Jagger's 95 years old.
Yeah, but now
but again, he changed the way he does things, so he doesn't embarrass himself like friggin' Bon Jovi does.
Wait, shirtless guy. Yeah, he's not embarrassing himself.
He's not shirtless anymore. He wears a shirt now. But then again, he embarrassed himself back in the late 80s. Was
Was that when
from
he
the
was
drug
like
use.
dressed like Joe Montana and like wearing the football pants?
No, I'm
And they're
talking.
like-
I'm talking.
You mean Joe Exotic?
Yeah.
I'm talking about that awful music video with David Bowie for Dancing in the
No.
Streets.
Have you heard the non-music version
Yeah,
where it's just them singing
just sounds.
and you just hear the feet?
Yes, there's this weird video where they took the
Oh yeah.
they took the audio out and it's
Yeah.
just noises.
It's just them singing.
Well, no, it's not even singing. It's them lip singing to the audio, but you can hear their voices a little bit to cover up the audio. Because when they're in the music video, there's lip syncing to the audio that's there. But all you can hear is just these whisper voices.
Around the world, are you ready for?
And
the
yeah,
feet.
but it's like I said, you hear the feet just moving around. And, and then breathing.
That is.
I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna-
bring it up. I'm gonna play it.
I can get it right here.
Play it,
Yeah,
play
hold on
it.
a second.
You're gonna love this.
Hold
I mean,
on
you
a
guys
second.
at home probably won't be able to hear very much.
Well,
but
they might be able to.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I think you actually hear them singing because they just sing or talk normal or whatever.
Yeah.
but they don't-
So this is the. I gotta find the.
just say "Dancing in the Street." No music.
This might be it. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, you'll know right away.
This is an ad for the Minions. That's another
Rise
ad.
of Gru.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Don't care.
Let's see. Yeah, this is it.
Oh my god. 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah, I got to turn that.
Oh, thank you.
Rolling out around the world.
Oh.
Are you ready for
This.
this?
Oh god.
It's,
Talkmore's here in the talk.
it's I fucking love. And again, but there's that scene in Family Guy.
But I'm sorry, the scene where they're like face to face to each other is probably the funniest I
I
heard.
know.
That's the best part.
All right, so our guest is on the line.
Oh,
We're gonna bring him on right now.
Oh, hey, I
Uh,
better actually get over here.
Yes.
Hold
So he's not there yet. We're gonna bring him on in a second. Please welcome to the show, Nor'easter Nick. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for taking time to call. So I apologize for the constant reschedulings and cancellations.
No, it's fine. It all worked out.
It definitely did. But
We'll
how are
blame the
you
weather.
on this beautiful Tuesday evening?
I'm just relaxing a little bit. Just got back from the gym and just doing a little work. How about you guys?
Not too bad. Just kind of hung out. Came here and got everything set up and situated and ready to rock and roll. But I want to talk to you about everything you got going on because I've been following you on Facebook for a while. Actually, my uncle turned me on to you, and now I think you are the only meteorologist in this area that I fully trust.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Because at least in my eyes, you're honest. You let everybody know what's going to happen and what the chances are of it actually. You gave me more information than I've had in my adult life on how this kind of stuff works. Where now I can.
That's how you have to be in this field. And unfortunately, with how crazy the media is these days, you never really know who you can trust and who you can't. So, you try to be a guiding light in this area. And I think that's how I've gained a lot of traction and support and respect. It's just, hey, I'm a normal guy just like anybody else. I just happen to know a lot about a certain subject and have a big mouth.
Well, I think one of the actually before I get into all that stuff, I want to plug your website, which is norcast.tv, and then you also is the 24-hour channel up and running yet on Roku, or is it still just on YouTube?
Yeah, it's actually up and running on YouTube and Roku. It went live on Roku Wednesday of last week, and it's coming on Amazon Fire and Apple TV next week. So we're getting the ball rolling here.
And it's for anybody to find that on the Roku, just search up Norcast.
Yep, same thing. NORCAST.
And I do recall that at least at one point a couple of years ago there used to be a 24-hour weather channel at one point, and then it kind of went away. So it's good to have it's some form of that back for the local area and not a national.
Right, absolutely. The Weather Channel got rid of that. I have no idea why, but it was a good resource for the area, and I decided, hey, I think this is going to be valuable. I think we can partner with municipalities all over South Jersey and get it on their air. At the end of the day, it's about helping people, and especially during severe weather, it's going to be a great resource to jump on live, and people can just watch it on their TV like they used to with us at TV 40.
I mean, yeah, I mean, especially with the summer kicking up and the hurricane season kicking up and stuff like that, especially after, I believe it was last summer when the hurricane came up and spurred up that that nasty tornado that hit down Mullica Hill area. And
that was something I've never witnessed in my life, and it was a scary situation. I live about 5 miles from where that damage was, and I was under that tornado warning. And for the first time in my career, I was broadcasting while under a tornado warning, and I had to make a decision. Do I get the safety or do I stay on the air and help others? And I looked at, where the rotation was on radar, and I determined that it wasn't coming anywhere near me. So I chose to, stay there and walk everybody through what was happening.
And that was definitely neat, especially with that instance, because again, being from Jersey my whole life, I've heard the sporadic ones here and there, and but nothing of that magnitude in this area. And I was also at work. I was but every news channel, including yourself, they repeated that this is going to be rough, it's going to be bad, it's going to be bad, and so I had one of the channels up on my phone all day when I was at work, and when they start pointing out that storm was heading towards Maple Shade, Morristown, Delran, my neck of the woods, and I was in Willingboro at my job. I was like, I'd rather be home right now than sitting in this building with giant windows surrounded by batteries and rotors and brake pads. In case something were to go haywire, there's nothing for me to keep cover from in that store.
Right, absolutely. It can be a very scary situation. There's a lot of people out there with weather anxieties, and I think
my daughter's one of those.
Really,
I used to be when I was younger. I used to be real bad. Now I passed it along genetically to my youngest daughter.
Oh wow!
I'm more of a Lieutenant Dan kind of guy. I stand on the bow and I go, bring it.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was terrified of thunderstorms when I was a kid, and that's actually what made me go this route. And it was a situation where I would hide under my bed, and every time I would see on the Weather Channel there were going to be thunderstorms, I'd start planning, like it was the end of the world. Oh no, Saturday it's going to storm. I'd beg my grandmother to take me to the police station or to the mall or somewhere that I couldn't see the storms. And then eventually I learned, hey, I can actually know a lot about this stuff and research it and teach myself and help other people to not be afraid.
I mean, I again, it's so weird because I was the same way in regards to, when that kind of stuff happened. I didn't want to be home. I wanted to be out somewhere that was loud and noisy, where I could ignore what was going on, which was the polar opposite of that a week or two ago when that storm came through. I sent you the video of when I was at the Echelon Mall or the Voorhees Town Center, whatever it's called now. That was totally deserted, and that is one of those things that came up out of nowhere. I didn't expect to have golf ball size hail falling out of the sky and bouncing off the window, and it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then
definitely
when I got home, I went on to your page like I always do, and I'd seen that you were talking about potential rotation in that area.
Yeah,
and it was like holy shit, man! I was there.
That was one of the things that we were expecting some showers and storms to come through, but it seems like we are getting more rotation as time goes on. Definitely more tornadic thunderstorms now than where we were like 10 years ago. So it's just, it's one of those things that we have to live with. This area wasn't really equipped not really dealing with this stuff all the time. So as it becomes more commonplace, I think it's incumbent upon people like me and other people to get the word out there and educate people so they know exactly what to do in these kind of circumstances.
Now, do you think, at least in your opinion, do you think that this area at some point within X amount of years will eventually get warning sirens, or do you think that's not going to be do you not think that's going to be something that we're going to get? But after what happened last year, do you think that that might be something that they're looking into because of the destruction that happened?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I'm actually talking to a couple OEMs that are pushing their towns to get them. I think it would be a good idea. Now, I don't know if this is going to continue. I don't know if this is a result of a changing climate. I mean, nationally, tornado numbers are down. They just happen to be picking up in our area for whatever reason. It's almost like Tornado Alley is shifting east a little bit. But, I mean, there have been decades in the 70s and 80s that we saw before that big tornado last year. The strongest on record was an F3, almost F4, back in 1986. So it's not completely, new. It has happened. It's just we have a lot of more, younger people that are just seeing it for the first time. And, maybe you weren't paying attention to the weather back in the mid 80s and whatnot. But then another issue is, with 24/7 media coverage, with social media that's instantaneous, we know exactly what's going on as it's happening. I think back 30, 40 years ago, we weren't as connected as we are.
That's
unless
right.
it actually
That's true,
happened and people saw it, they would, call their friends and family, but there was no taking a picture of something and having it go viral in an hour. So that's a completely different aspect of it that we're dealing with.
That is very true. The information wasn't literally at your fingertips.
Right.
20 something years ago. Actually, no, 20 years ago it was because, it was the thing back then. Say 30 years ago, it wasn't at your fingertips.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of my favorite things that I like about you is for one, you're very honest and very candid about stuff, and you're one of the few people in that field that when people, and I know you see it all the time, people that are, well, you said it was going to be this bad and we didn't get anything, or whatever it is. And I think one of my favorite things that you posted recently was basically saying it was a video from Maryland of some house that has been just dented up with hailstones. And I think with the post you had said, I'm really sorry your house didn't get damaged by this storm because it missed us.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I don't know how else to, tell people that they're just being ridiculous. And I feel like sometimes it's, they're complaining. I don't know why. Your house, your property, everything's intact. What do you want?
Why are you mad that your stuff is fine?
Right. Exactly. So you took 10, 15 minutes to prepare for something that didn't happen. If it was the other way and it popped up out of nowhere and we didn't give you any warning and now your roof fell off, then you'd have a major issue. So I don't know. People, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. And there are tens of thousands of good people out there that understand, but there's like a half or 1% of people that are just miserable with their lives. And I have to recognize that and, try to move on. But when I was younger, when I first got in the field, when I get nasty comments, I would take it very personal. Now I've kind of turned the tables and have become a troll of sorts myself because I think it's fun.
A troll on your own page. It's fantastic. Yeah. So I got to ask, because I love hearing you say it. What was the origin of the taco watch versus taco warning?
So years ago, I have a good friend of mine. His name is Jim Everwine. He's a retired meteorologist with the National Weather Service. He's been like my mentor. I've known him since the start of my career. And we were sitting around and we were like, what would be a good way to let people know how storms work? And because we were having a big issue with people not understanding the difference between a watch and a warning. and we just happened to be at a Mexican restaurant, and he's like, "Have you ever thought about using tacos? Like, how can we incorporate that?" And then I said, "Oh, that's a good idea." So I took a picture of some of the ingredients that were on the table that came with the meal, and I just kind of ran with that, and I've been using it ever since. It seems like it's made its rounds across the country, which is cool to see. I never thought about copywriting it or anything. It's just, hey, if we can help people learn it, then that's I'm excited for it.
And it is very smart because I've used it outside of my home. Like when I was trying to explain to somebody when I was working, so I was working somewhere and they were paranoid about a storm coming through, and it was the watch popped up, and I was like, no, this is here's how this is how I saw it online. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. And then nothing happened. I was like, see, it was only a watch.
Right.
But the candidness of you and the honesty and everything else is why at least I'm drawn to you. And the point where now in my household, this is my aunt and uncle turned me on to you. They were like, they're at my house and there's well, Nick says it's supposed to might rain today. I was like, who the hell? I was like, who the hell's Nick? And then they showed me the page and I was like, oh, this guy's actually pretty awesome. So now when the weather's getting bad, I'm like, what's Nick say today? Or I call my mate, Nick said if the clouds stay around, we're going to be all right. And it's funny that now it's not what the NBC 10 say, ABC. What did Nick say today? And we based our day based off of that, which is super awesome. That's
very humbling. I appreciate that.
You've been able to grow this awesome following of people and let them know what's going on, at least in the area here. And I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're out running, doing stuff and everything. So I want to do plugs one more time. So you can we can find you on Facebook at Nor'easter Nick, all one word. Also Twitter as well. Is it still Nor'easter Nick on Twitter, or is it a shorter?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere. It's all Nor'easter Nick. Yes. And
then Norcast.tv for the website, and then just search on your Roku, Fire Stick. Everything else, search for Norcast, and you can get the 24-hour weather channel and all that. But Nick, I appreciate you for calling in and talking to us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And anything you need in the future, don't hesitate to ask.
I would definitely. And say once we get everything figured out here in studio wise, I'd love to have you in the studio for a little bit and talk to you face to face.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Just keep the weather
have a great
outside.
Night and stay in touch.
We'll do, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks. See ya. Bye.
Oh, yeah. So the look on your face when I said the taco watch, taco warning.
I'm like, wait, what happened? Cool.
So
I like tacos.
It's something that he posted up a while ago, and it was the difference between a watch and a warning. And it was the taco watch. It was a picture of like a taco shell, like ground beef, and tomatoes, all in separate bowls. And it was the ingredients are there for a taco to eventually happen. And then the taco warning was there's a taco currently happening in your area. And I was like, that's actually a relatively smart way to explain the difference between a watch and a warning.
Yeah.
Like trying to watch is the ingredients are there for it to happen. A warning is fucking hunker down. And shit's about to hit the fan.
And make a run for the border because there's your ad advertisement right there.
Yes.
Ya quiero Taco Bell.
Oh, but my God, that fucking dog. But I do want to bring this up. We talked about it briefly the other day. I think we were playing PUBG. Vince McMahon got himself into a little bit of an issue.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
What happened?
So, there was information that was leaked.
Okay.
Who was leaked by? They don't know.
Okay.
But the board of directors is currently investigating him because he had paid an ex-employee $3 million in hush money after having an affair with her.
Okay.
And then he passed this person off to John Laurinaitis, who was the head of talent relations, and they had to sign an NDA. It was his own money, which was the ongoing thing here. It was his own money, but it falls in the way people have explained it is that it falls on the CEO of a company should not be asking out employees because
No,
it falls
not at
it
all.
falls under the, well, if I say no,
Will you
my
fi-
will my job be at risk? You know what I mean? So that's kind. But now they have come to it in light of numerous other NDAs that were signed by former female employees, which led to Vince McMahon stepping down as the CEO of WWE
I didn't hear about
temporarily. Stepping
I love
down.
they say temporarily he gone.
Stephanie
gone.
McMahon is now the interim CEO.
She's not giving it up.
Triple H
We
is
all know
now
what-
once again back in charge of NXT.
We know once you give a woman power, she never lets go. Come on.
John Laurinaitis, the head of talent relations, he has not been seen backstage since the news broke, and his company phone has been turned off.
it. Wow, really?
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit happening here, and it goes back to that what was referred to as the pipe bomb promos that CM Punk did back in 09.
Yeah. Oh, in 2011.
2011, sorry, where he said in that promo, this company will be better once Vince McMahon is dead, but it won't be. It'll get taken over by his idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law and the rest of his stupid family. And while Vince isn't dead, the other two things that he said are exactly what's happening.
How many NDAs do they have?
They didn't say, but it says that WWE chairman CEO Vince McMahon allegedly had an affair with an employee, then agreed to pay her $3 million when she signed a non-disclosure agreement. The board is now investigating the agreement, which was signed in January 2022. From an affair back in 2019 when he was 76 years old.
Yeah.
The investigation also reportedly uncovered several older agreements related to misconduct, claims that other female employees brought against. I'm sorry, not he's 76 now. This is back when he was like 74, 73. The board found out McMahon's recent $3 million agreement after receiving a series of anonymous emails from someone claiming to be a friend of the woman who had alleged relationship with the chief, according to the Journal. The emails reportedly alleged that McMahon hired a woman as paralegal at a $100,000 salary, and then bumped her pay to $200,000. So there we go, bumped her pay up to $200,000 after they began a sexual relationship. McMahon also gave her like a toy to John Laurinaitis. My friend was so scared that she quit after Vince and lawyer Jerry paid her millions of dollars to shut up. The person who sent the email reportedly wrote. The email appears to refer to Jerry McDivitt, who works for McMahon's attorney and did not respond to a request for comment. McDivitt wrote in a letter to the Journal that the ex-paralegal hadn't accused McMahon of harassment and that WWE did not pay any monies to the ex-employee on her departure. The board has reportedly found McMahon used his personal funds to pay the ex-employee who signed the agreements. McMahon is married to Linda McMahon, who is the administrator of the Small Business Administration under President Donald Trump. They did not really respond to requests for comment. The company's spokesperson told the Journal that McMahon's relationship with the paralegal was consensual. The spokesperson also said they are cooperating with the board's investigation and takes the allegations extremely seriously. McMahon's non-disclosure agreement with the 41-year-old ex-paralegal gave her a payment of $1 million upfront and $2 million in additional payments over 5 years. The Journal reported, citing people familiar with the deal. The 8 independent directors have reportedly hired law firms Simpson, Thatcher, and Bartlett LLP to conduct the investigation. Like that's some serious shit.
Oh,
It's especially for somebody like him. And someone had said to me, it was a picture they sent me. And it was random person. There's a meme. It's a random person. Can you believe this Vince McMahon story? And it was anybody who's watched wrestling past 1999. Absolutely. I watched him make Trish Stratus strip their bra and panties and bark like a dog on national television.
that's why
I
it keeps coming back.
100% believe everything.
I just think that's not even in their top 15 worst moments.
No, it's not.
Although no. Nowadays that might be because I'm thinking about incidents that piss off everybody, and the big three: sexism, racism. What's the other one? Sexism, racism. What's the other ism?
I don't know.
Damn it. Anyway, I'll think of it later.
Well, yeah, there was sexism, obviously, for all the
Trish
Trish stuff and Lita stuff. and then racism. Dear God,
How many times did Roddy Piper do blackface?
Well, let's not go there.
and then also let's talk about the nation, not the nation, DX
Nation of Islam.
impersonating the Nation of Domination,
Oh my God! Holy shit!
and they were all in blackface.
I forgot about that one.
And I think
You know why wrestling gets away with that shit?
Mark
It's
Henry-
because it's wrestling.
yeah,
It's because it's wrestling.
entertainment.
It's everybody gets to say just like it's wrestling. No one cares.
Yeah,
And it's like, really, guys? If you guys stop, everybody else stops. You're the lowest common denominator in entertainment. If we stop it here, we stop it everywhere.
yeah, it's insane.
But come on, can't we
Shit.
just no?
There
We
was
can't do that again.
there was a there was I remember there's a promo, and now again we're going back to like the early 90s or the mid late 90s with some of this stuff. Then there's like 05
Yeah, this isn't
When-
like
when-
1952.
when Cena was the champion, and Vince is in the back talking to him, and he drops the N bomb with the hard A, and he's keep it up, and just walks away. And then Booker T standing there, and Booker T. Now obviously it was the whole reason for him to do the "tell me he did not just say that" line, but for Christ's sake, not only did you have it in the script to say that word, but you had to say that word in front of Booker T. Like it's
Oh my God.
You guys are talking wrestling, so I'm like, why are you looking at me when I'm just
Oh.
sitting here like,
no okay, sorry,
uh-huh.
but yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's insane. It's
Hey, you got Star Wars talk in.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like,
oh yeah.
It's your moment. Your moment.
I can't. Oh no, it's Lynn's moment. I haven't watched wrestling in forever.
Don't
I
tell
just
him
know,
that.
about,
but
I
you
don't
know
watch
just
wrestling.
enough.
yeah,
You
I know
can-
just enough to keep up.
So
Exactly.
speaking of knowing just enough, and if you want to move the camera back to you again,
Oh God.
you can be involved in this discussion as well. I was talking to Jimmy. I was over his house the other day. It was his
I'm
birthday.
sorry.
I went to his house, had a couple of drinks with him, and
Uh-huh.
we're discussing the random nonsense. And I can't remember how I got on the topic of it, but I brought up the various "Let's Go Brandon" /Biden /Trump stores that have kind of spurred up around the country. There's two in Jersey, Williamstown and Tom's River. There's a big Trump store.
Right.
It's got a big bus outside with his face on it with the "I'll be back" logo and the whole nine. Weird as hell. And the more I thought about it, like the more when I first saw it, I'm like these fucking idiots. Like how the fuck? Like you're a bunch of morons. Why would you? And then I thought about it more. I was like, well, fuck. Wait. If I had the money, and if I had the ability to get a loan, the first thing I would have done was done one of those stores
Yeah.
and known just enough about either one to see just dollar signs walking in the front door of my store. And then when one guy lost, I would make it a "Let's Go Brandon" store, and then and still see dollar sign, because that market's never gonna go away. There's always gonna be idiots you can shill money from, and the fact that their stores are packed. I drove past one in Williamstown a couple weeks ago, and it was still packed. The parking lot was full. I'm like, what are you guys buying still? What new shit's in this store?
Well, you know what they say is that Trump and Obama, and I think Trump actually outsold it. When it comes to pro-president merchandise, when it comes to having products and images that support a president,
Yes.
Trump sold more than any other president except maybe Obama. Now it's kind of hard to like do comparisons.
It is, yeah. Because
Well, that's because everything's rigged. So, all this stuff coming in, we can't trust.
Thank you very much. I'm going to bring that up for just a second. I saw a really goofy ass video, and I got to tell you about it. But yeah, because Obama was 8 years and Trump was only 4.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do a comparison.
No, it's not even that. It's more of like just the what you clarify as like a product that is pro.
That's true. Yeah, it's hard to figure out because there's some that appear to be pro either one,
Especially nowadays.
and they're not. They're all made again to like be kind of ambiguous.
I'll
Like,
believe I found this Putin propaganda from his country. It's completely backfiring.
is it really?
Yeah, it's this really like hardcore image of like a NATO soldier that says
Oh,
gay
God.
marriage is non-negotiable, and it's like, is this supposed to be anti-gay? Because this slaps kind of hard. Like I said it to all my gay friends, and my gay friends were like, "This is kind of cool." Like, you said pro-Putin people made it. It's like, yeah, I think they're trying to make it scary. So they did, and I'm like, it's kind of cool. I want it. One of them said,
I mean, if they made them sparkle and their outfits like looking like
Yeah.
multicolored and everything, just like hey,
no, it's
then it's even better.
It's literally just it's a NATO peacekeeping soldier, kind of like hunched over.
Yeah.
And it's like gay marriage is non-negotiable. Like from the point of view of like, see what they're doing. I'm like, this. I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
It's,
Really?
Yeah, like it sounds awesome.
Can I get that on a T-shirt? It's like
And
I
like
see
the-
dollar signs right there. I mean,
and
Yeah.
like the NATO symbols. Like
wait,
right in the middle
that's
of it.
what Russia's doing to get past the sanctions. Cha-ching, cha-ching. These people are coming through the door. Cha-ching, cha-ching. It's like those stores. The door actually, when you open it, goes cha-ching. I'm like, what the hell? Let me do that again. Cha-ching. Oh,
Yeah, it's insane. But you brought up the stolen election. I came across this video, and I don't know how old it was, but clearly it was between January and now.
mhm,
I'm
mhm.
not sure how old it was. And the problem is I have such a hard time now deciphering what is satire and what is not satire. Like it is so hard to the line is blurred at this point. Like
Gotcha.
I can't figure out. But the more I watched it, the more I was like, no, this woman 1000% believes the words that are coming out of her mouth without fail.
I think I might have saw this video, but go ahead.
It was a woman. It's some kind of rally. It was in a field somewhere because why wouldn't it be in a field?
Yeah.
And someone was asked. I can't remember. I don't know what she was asked, but then she went on this fucking thing about the satellites. And hello.
that was in the headphones.
I don't think it was.
You know what?
Because I heard it when I took it off.
Well, I know they're doing stuff next. Yeah, they're doing stuff next door. That's what
Okay.
it is.
I'm like, no one's gonna hear that. But all they could see was us stop talking and look around.
That's because we
Like,
mentioned Russia.
Are the aliens here? Yeah, we're talking about
mentioned
Russia,
and
and we
Putin.
hear this like weird like rings in our ears
Like,
now.
They're listening. They,
Also, hey,
they stole
you
the
know what's really
election.
funny?
Yeah.
To be fair, that's all Russia can do right now.
but yeah, so they were talking about the satellites and this that Trump did SpaceX.
Oh, you mean those Jewish space lasers that we don't have?
Well,
Even though we do
not
have, but
those,
they're
no.
not really by the Jewish
But
people.
yeah, it's just that Trump did SpaceX when he didn't. That was Musk. It
You
was
mean
Elon
Space
Musk.
Force, Space Force.
And yeah,
SpaceX.
space.
Yeah.
But she said SpaceX, and she said that the votes that were cast for Trump went to space, hit the satellites, and then they were changed to Biden and came back down again. And you can see it in her face, in her words, that she 1000% believed the words.
Look, I understand technology is very scary, and it's like people don't understand it. My favorite, I told Jeffrey this story. Another
After you're done, I'm going to say something.
people like there's a level of innocence in ignorance that I just absolutely love. One of my favorite interactions on Twitter ever. Do you remember the Robinhood app and GameStop short stock incident that happened over a year ago?
yes.
I wish.
You do you remember kind of?
Oh, I remember everything. And then Robin Hood stopped selling because
exactly.
they're like, wait, what the hell?
What?
And then- yeah, yeah, you go ahead.
Someone on Twitter
Yeah.
goes, "Who the fuck Robin Hood?" Someone goes, "I think that's Batman's son." Why the fuck he at GameStop then? That level of ignorance is so innocent to me. I want it. I want it. I wish I viewed the world that simply.
I know.
I feel bad for people like that because then I go, do you know what year it is? And
They just don't understand things beyond their home. That's it.
who's
And-
Robin Hood, Batman's son?
Why he at GameStop?
Because he needs the new Halo 2. Okay, it's the remastered edition. That's what. But anyways, what I was saying is, you talk about the votes. She's half right, but it didn't go to the satellites. It went to the International Space Station, where the Russians themselves hacked in and changed the votes and then radioed them back.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, they missed and hit just that one house in California. It's like, oops. Yeah, it's forest fire.
Yeah, the whole mystery, the whole
My bad.
mysterious or the mystique of the Russian war machines kind of rusted off, hasn't it?
I know a little bit. Yeah.
200
actually, on a
200 miles into former your territory, and you can't get past one river.
On a side note, Jeff Epstein's
I
side
saw
piece
that.
got 20 years. I know
That's
no
it?
one knows about this because they're not really public. It's a little article I saw in the Wall Street Journal. I'm thinking
I
that's
saw
a
it
little
today, too.
small.
But the problem was when I saw it, I'm like, "Fuck, only 20 years."
Well, that's because she didn't actually do anything to the girls. She just
That's
corralled
very
them.
true.
But
Hand that book over.
yeah, it's like, here, go for this one. Hey, you want to go with him?
I think it's because of the fact that the book counts as hearsay. It's lawyer speak, so
Yeah, she would have got
Objection
30.
hearsay.
yeah.
She would have got 30. They tried to get
because anybody can write anybody's. I can write your name. Into
That's
that
very
book.
true. But again, it's you bring that up. That was it was in my head today. Like when I saw it come up, because again, I'm saying this just to make that point.
Yeah.
When this whole thing started, there were so many photos circulating of Trump and Epstein and Trump and Giselle.
well
and stuff
every
like that.
every politician.
Well,
know,
I'm just
Trump,
pointing out that
Oh, yeah,
one
I know.
just for to make the
I know
point
what
that
you
he
were
was
doing.
making.
I know what you're doing.
And you didn't know if it was photoshopped. You didn't know if it was altered in some way, like that kid being taken by a football player. You have no clue if it was edited or if it was. I just had to get him again. So but yeah, so you couldn't tell if they were altered in some way.
Mhm,
But
mhm,
like you were saying, you can write anybody's name in that book. So there's pictures circulating around for as long as they did after he was arrested and after he committed suicide.
yeah, right. Just
if-
like my Christmas ornaments.
If they
hang
handed
themselves.
this book over and it said, "Holy shit, Trump's name is in this book,"
Mhm.
everybody who was on his side would go, "No, it was just written in there."
Well,
and-
look, you also have Hillary Clinton too.
And you have the argument of, well, that's the thing. You can go, okay, but everybody else in this book, you believe that their names were in it before today, but only his name is the one that you're
that everyone's
saying
pulling out. Yeah.
that you're saying
But
was added today. It would start a whole more divisiveness than I think we've seen
Well,
recently.
here's the problem: is that if you
Then
can
again,
match-
if you want to prove 100% that the names were in there from the beginning, you can get one of those handwriting experts that you
That's
see on
what I'm
friggin'
saying.
Pawn Stars.
If it's
And-
actually,
and
did they
those
write their
guys,
own name?
those guys can't count for. Okay, those experts are great at auctions. You can't use them as court evidence.
Well,
He's talking about the actual people in the evidence room that work for the police that can.
Yeah, I
actually
know
tell.
that's
Not
kind of
those
junk
idiots.
science right now. A lot because
is it really?
Yeah,
Mm,
it's the same thing with forensic orthodontics used in Ted Bundy's case.
Okay.
They had to go back and re-examine some of the science or techniques used in gathering the
right.
molars and everything. What you're both saying is correct. It is science and everything, but defense attorneys have a job too, and they can poke holes in it.
Oh yeah, that's their job, and I get that. Yeah.
And when it comes to handwriting and psychology, is that has a lot of holes in it. So you can't really use that in court,
But
from what I've heard.
with something like that, when you're talking about the ink and everything, the paper itself, you can actually find out how old that ink is, when it technically was used, and get a rough estimate.
What I'm
of-
saying is that you're focusing too much on the book itself. Real cop work is using that book as more like a
to
guide.
beat the information out of them.
You were there, admit it, you mother. Usually, when you find
You're really a man, aren't you, Hillary? Trying to fake us with that cowtail bullshit.
when you
bullshit.
find a Madam's Black book,
Fucking pantsuits.
you compare it to a John's list that you have to use in surveillance.
I don't want to see some of the guys digging. It's like, did it look like this? How about
That's
this?
where your
How about
tax
this?
dollars go. FBI's looking at gangster dick all day.
No, those are the dick pics
So
sent
get-
throughout
It's like,
TikTok.
oh right, God is ordering Puerto Rican women today,
Actually-
and I'm just sitting here watching. Woo, Uncle Sam, this is amazing.
Actually, the dick pics were sent through Internet Explorer. That's why it shut down.
That's
Let's get rid of these permanently.
why they shut it down. So that way the evidence was all completely gone.
now,
But yeah.
But after this next little bit.
8:45 ish, I'll be.
Yeah, let's just, yeah, you got to get it.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so it's. God damn it, Bobber.
God damn it, Bobby.
We need you on here more often. And I said, "Fuck me, Marco's not gonna be in super often."
Your turn to pick him up.
Yeah. Nose goes. But
I'm
no,
just kidding, Bob. I'm just.
That's fine.
but yeah, no.
I start walking.
It's
Well, I told see, Lynn has no job. I do, so I'm like, well, I could probably do it, but I got held up and this. And
Speaking of which, Lynn, do you want to hang out after this? I'll Uber home. I don't give a fuck.
I unfortunately my house is occupied with people.
Okay.
It's,
I'm trying not to go home.
I know.
That's all I'm doing.
So sorry.
I can't say much about it because microphone in front of me.
Come on, dude. Tell us how you really feel.
I will. Once the mic is off, and another aren't listening.
What? Grandparents? What?
No, not grandparents.
Oh, aunt, uncle?
Yeah, that. So it's been over a year now.
Yeah, I thought it was the grandparents.
No.
So was the aunt and uncle the whole time?
Yeah.
Great. Now that I got you talking about it, spill the beans, bitch. Because
Because
now I know everything. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's just the house is occupied. There's not a whole lot of space for
All right.
anybody to hang out.
No problem.
And it's
How big's your bed again, Lynn?
Sucks.
How big's your bed?
It's king size
Yeah, there you go.
or a California queen. I can't remember.
Well,
what
that's
it is.
even better
No
because
California.
we knew that was what you were. You're a California queen. aren't you?
God damn it!
Hey, Bobber, just stay on your side. See this little pillow?
God
No.
damn it!
My side of the pillow. Get off.
Those aren't pillows.
The
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I can't. I have lost.
Good night, everybody.
Train of thought where the hell we were. Oh yeah, we're talking about that bitch being put in jail for 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Um,
something or other. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
Maxwell.
You know, Giselle
know. Something,
Giselle Bundchen. Oh wait, no, that's Tom Brady's wife.
I don't know.
Hey, full circle about the Tom Brady again.
Ah.
But no, the
I hear he's going in to be a lawyer. She didn't do it. I got 10
I love
rings.
Tom Brady. He was my favorite flight partner on those. I miss Epstein. He had the best flights ever.
He had his own island. Trump, can you
I
have
love
your
them.
island? No.
I love those islands.
I bet you. You know what would be ironic if
Uncle
Trump?
Paul.
It'd be ironic if Trump bought.
God damn,
Epstein-
Bill on my penis.
If Trump bought Epstein's island,
My
Th-
God,
how-
Ooh,
how?
who
weird-
owns it now?
No, the government.
Tom Brady should buy it.
God damn it!
The government.
They haven't auctioned it?
Confiscated it. Well, it's a
How do you-
huge thing of evidence.
How do you confiscate an island?
You just go.
You put a flag there and put a ship
off
next
my-
to it. How do you think the British did it for 200 years?
Do you have a flag?
You have a flag and you have a bunch of ships behind it going, yeah, try me.
Yeah, do it.
I mean, technically, that
Once you got
land,
an AK, that's cute.
that land had been used for slavery, technically. So you just put a flag on there, going, "It's mine.
Yeah, that's very true.
Get back in your cage."
God.
Daddy, I said, "Go."
We learned from the best, the Brits.
Actually, it was the Spaniards really first, not the Spaniard. The
Portuguese?
Italians. Columbus was
Italian.
Okay, Italians. Yeah, they came over and it's like
But I
these
thought he
people
came
would be
over with a...
Yeah, I've been saying it for years. We have to get rid of Columbus Day.
Well, yeah, it should just be, hey, I got lost day.
Leaf Erickson Day.
No, he got lost, and he comes over. It's like, hey, look at these Indians because we're in India. You're
Leif
an idiot.
Erickson was the Viking that got here first before Columbus did.
I know who it is.
So we
But-
need Leif
but
Erickson
here's
Day.
the
That way,
thing.
that fucking SpongeBob episode makes fucking sense.
Why make it that he just came by like, hey, this that's good. Let's just leave.
Yeah, Columbus Day is. I
'Cause
just
he
got
drove-
lost. I got
He
lost.
sailed past New Jersey and said, nah.
I got lost, and then murder happened. Like it's.
To be fair, he wasn't the one murdering. He was a businessman. He wasn't the one murdering.
That's very true. Oh wait.
Cortez was the one that did it.
Wait. Are we really saying that Columbus was the Charles Manson
Yes.
of the colonizers?
No. That was King Charles V.
That he didn't do anything. He just sat by. I was like, good.
Columbus was
It's
the Epstein. Okay.
Yeah, Columbus was the Epstein.
He had his
King
side
Charles
piece.
V was the Charles Manson.
Was the Charles Manson?
Yeah, with his glorious inbred chin. Look up a picture of him, and you will be astounded by that's the edited royal painting photo of him.
His family tree is this.
Yeah,
It's next door. They're doing
I know.
Yeah,
So-
relax.
like, I got a
It's the Russians. It's Putin. What are you talking about over there?
I got a kid that can hit a home run.
Was it the legit Crimson Chin?
Oh,
From,
yeah.
what fucking show is that from? Jimmy? No,
Wait, which one?
the Crimson Chin. It wasn't Jimmy Neutron. It was fuck.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Thank you.
Okay.
Fairly Odd Parents. Fairies.
Leaving that one
Very
alone.
good parents. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
There he is.
Oh dear God. What God? He's Jesus Christ.
So I was just saying.
It's,
Mommy says it's a strong chin for a strong boy.
it's,
May your first child be a masculine child.
you see, he's stroking his chin like a fucking
Actually, no.
beard.
Too slow.
Yeah.
Almost there. Hold on.
He sharpens it for battle.
I can't
He
shave down there.
Fucking buffs it.
Lynn. I can't shave down there. Can someone get that end? It's out of my reach.
Oh my God.
People, I encourage you to learn a little bit of history and look up King Charles V of the Holy Roman Empire.
And stop sleeping with your sister.
Yeah.
No, he didn't sleep with his sister. His mom slept with her father's uncle and father. That I'm
At the
literally-
same time, so they don't know whose it was.
In
Yeah.
fact, they have a family tree to tell you, like, oh,
It's
this
straight.
is why
Does
you
it
look.
Does it go straight?
The names are written this way on it. Just going
Hang
straight
on.
up.
just goes fucking straight.
Straight up now, Tim.
If your family tree does not fork,
you might be a redneck.
it's-
Well, okay, here's the problem: is that his cousins kept intermarrying back into English families.
God.
We were out, but they keep pulling us back in. Isn't that right, Bobby? Yeah.
It's because France and Germany kept saying, "No, we're not marrying you guys right now."
No.
So they kept going. Back into,
Hey, you busy?
And, like, he
yeah,
had-
we're washing her
he
hair.
ended up with like a sister, brother, four of
Every kid looks like the dogs that Brian and Stewie made when they had babies. One just blind bouncing in the walls.
Yeah,
That's
you guys-
Terrence.
You guys
He's
come
the
back
special one.
You guys come back next century. We'll try
Well,
again.
I mean, look at 200 years later, you have Napoleon going, "What the fuck is this? That's why I'm taking over."
Yeah, because he was real, high in stature. I
Yeah.
itch. That's why I'm doing. I'm not really scratching my balls.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he actually had some kind of fleas or something. He had
Stomach
some-
cancer.
He had something. He just kept itching himself. He
Suppo-
really was just doing that. It's like
Stop up.
No, supposedly it's stomach cancer.
Very
It's like-
strange music to have you playing. As you're talking about.
Oh no, you know my image from my first show. I always pictured Joe Pesci to this now.
I know.
It's just him,
I know. Just fucking dancing.
not dancing, him walking down the street,
Oh yeah.
like wiggling his hands with a baseball bat. Hey, how's it going, Joe? Oscar, get the fuck out of my neighborhood. You don't belong.
So
On that
I
note,
want to thank Northster for calling in today. You can check him out on Facebook at Northster Nick. Same thing on Twitter, Instagram, Northster Nick. It's on Norcast.tv and also Norcast on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and basically everything can stream stuff. Look up Norcast, then you get 24-hour weather channel. You can follow us on Twitter at Verge _ You can follow me on Twitter at Sir Osis of Liver.
and you can
Jeffrey.
check out my new podcast, CrypticSouls.com. We talk about everything horror, from books to movies or whatever. We're really big in Germany, so CrypticSouls.com, Cryptic with a K, Souls with a Z, and check us out everywhere.
I have
or
nothing to
wherever.
promote except my Twitter. It's the CCP Social Credit Inspector on Twitter.
Is very serious.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Also, check out our OnlyFans.
Yes.
Next week we're having
Just fans.
just fans on there.
But that being said, guys, be safe. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bobber, we'll see you hopefully very soon back in here again. You're always a blast to have on.
I try to be good boy.
But be safe, have fun, guys, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.